Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayres, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Well, hi there and welcome to the ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 27th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Let's take a look at a weekly chart of the U.S. dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the U.S. dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. Well, the dollar index broke below our 80.81 focal zone and now appears to be heading towards looking for support at 77.78. Now, after a fairly extensive move to the downside, we would suspect some consolidation at this point. However, unless we see a breakback above the 80.81 focal zone, the path of least resistance continues to the downside. If we take a quick look at our daily chart, we can see that 80.5 has become that near-term resistance level. 78.79 is the next logical support. We would once again need to see a break above 80.5 to consider trading any sort of a retracement to the upside. Take a look at the U.S. versus the Canadian dollar as seen here in the ISE FX Options Pair Value CDD. While the 102-103 level remains a key support, and we would consider a tradable opportunity to the downside should we see the pair value break below 102. However, at this stage, a bounce and subsequent break above 103.5 is going to open the window for a retest of resistance up within that 106-107 focal zone. Next up, the YUK, the U.S. versus the Japanese yen. Well, we saw the YUK slip lower to find support within this 83-84 focal zone, and a break below that is going to lend credibility to the continuation of the downtrend that has been in force for quite some time. Of course, a support at 83-84 and a bounce is likely to meet with some resistance at 86-87, and we would clearly need to see a break above this level to consider any sort of a bigger picture change in direction. The U.S. dollar versus the euro, the EUI continues to slide lower. We have a key support level identified at the 74.75 box here, and we would look for a continuation to the downside if we do see a break below 74. The next logical target would be the 72.73 box. A break above 75 opens the window for a bounce and the consideration of a trade to the upside. Well, the BPX also continues to slide lower. We have a key target range down at that 62.5, 63 focal zone. A bounce here should find some resistance within that 64, 64.5 level. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar versus the Australian dollar as seen here in the ISE FX Options Pair Value AUX. Well, the pair is now testing a support zone found within the 104-105 range. A bounce and subsequent break above 105.5 lends credibility to a possible retracement to the upside. A break below 104 opens the window for the pair to slip lower, testing support within that 102-103 box. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar index continues to depreciate. We are likely to see a test of 79 this week. This may provide short-term support for a bounce and subsequent retracement. However, the trend remains down. The CDD continues to hold support at 102. A break above 103 opens the window for a tradable move higher. The YUK retraced as anticipated. We should see support at 84. We expect the downtrend to resume if this support fails to hold. The EUI completely sliced through 75 and now trades along the lower level of our 74-75 support. We should see some consolidation here, however the trend in force remains to the downside. The BPX continues to slide lower. 62.5, 63 remains an important support level. We expect some consolidation this week. The AUX failed to break higher and continues to slide lower. 102.5 will mark the completion of a measured move lower. 102, 103 is an extremely important support level. We expect consolidation at this level this week. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 27th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.